Helsport started in the early 1950s, and it was originally a Norwegian brand, of course, and we're really expanding into international markets. The testing ground of Norway is an incredible place to design product. If it can stand up to the Norwegian conditions, it can stand up to it anywhere. Before Helsport started using Centric software, they were using some other very simple PLM systems, but they weren't complete and they were often held in Dropbox files or in people's emails. What happens if someone who's been designing the tents for 30 years retires? Well, then that information is lost.
I used to work with a couple of Excel spreadsheets, and my colleagues had their spreadsheets, and it was all fine and dandy when you have just a few items on that list. When the list grows, maintaining that in your brain is impossible. So we have Centric, one source, one place everything is stored. It's searchable, you can filter out everything you don't need.
The brilliant thing with Centric software is you spend some time building the first bill of materials for the first product, but then you put each of those trims and components in a library. And that means the next time you want to use it, you don't have to do that again. You just draw from it and you're done.
I save a lot of time just not having to re-enter information per product.
We can spend less time on paperwork or computer work, more on designing. Working with our suppliers, communication is a big part of designing the product. So reducing that part of the time to a minimum is a very crucial point. And with Centric, we can get there much faster.
With Centric, the accuracy is improved drastically, which also obviously reduces time. And that's been the huge improvement for us, is having the one version of the truth.
Centric software gives you the visibility into decisions being made internationally that all have to come together in one place in one product. It's incredibly powerful.
When we were looking for a new PLM system, being online was almost the number one priority. We contacted other customers of Centric and asked them, what are your experience? Are you getting the help you need? They said yes, so that's why we chose Centric.
With Centric, it was much easier to understand intuitively than most of the other systems that we looked at.
We chose Centric because we can easily configure it on our own. We don't need an IT department to run Centric.
It gives a complete answer. There's so many different elements to it that it can be customized. Different parts of it can be chosen to suit the individual business. I've had experience with Centric before I came to Helsport, and I was very, very pleased when I found that Helsport had purchased Centric. It was one of the main things that you can use to take a business to the next level, and the fact that Helsport made the decision to use Centric just made my job so much easier, and it's going to make the company's job so much easier in the future.